Right, we're back again. Did we bring a nuke with us in case we wanted it? No?
Yes.
Yes. Are you sure it was that one and not this one?
Yes. I got a memory.
Yes, dreadful memory.
Oh yeah.
Right, I mean, I know it's better than mine. We had these two here.
Whose memory's better than yours?
Both late queens. We didn't realise, well, we say that, we've never yet seen a queen. This one here definitely has had some worker brood, but this one, although somebody's laying, we feared it might be drone brood, so we're back. It's distinctly chilly. It's not ideal time to be going through the bees, and I think they probably do need to go into a yeah. So we've got a queen, which we may give to them if it is in fact drone. We will also move them down into a polynuke, which I should have carried. Right, there's some of that larvae.
That's drone, all of it.
It is drone, isn't it?
Yeah.
So somebody's laying, whether it's a queen or whether it's... Mind you, last time I looked, it was a decent pattern and there was individual eggs. So my thought is that there's a queen in there, drone laying queen. But it could be a drone laying worker. So Stuart would look very carefully, see if he can find a queen. If they've not been mated, they can be very small. Oh, there's a wasp. You see, that's one of the things to put it down into a smaller thing. It'll make it easier. I'm amazed none of that is capped yet. We've given them as long as we feel we should.
Drone laying worker.
Do you think? Have you got multiple eggies?
No.
You've just
They
seen.
don't always lay multiple eggies.
No, but they often do, don't they?
That's raised.
Yeah, it's drone. It is drone. You
Yes,
can
I
see
know.
it's raised. I know, I told you that the other day. We were just leaving it for long enough to be sure, as we do not wish to waste this queen. Shall I plod off and get
a nuke.
the nuke?
Yes.
Yes, I'll turn this off. Don't do anything exciting while I'm gone. Right. I'll put that just there. Oh, do you want to put that under? No,
underneath.
we can do it now or do it in a minute, can't we? Be good if we could strap it to the rails, but I'm not sure if that's possible. So we've moved the hive over there. We're thinking that this could well be a laying worker. Yes?
Yes.
So we're going to do something quite drastic.
Warm a day, I'd shake them out.
Ah, I thought you were going to shake them out.
Never fly back on a day like today.
You think it's too cool?
Too cold.
Ah,
There's nothing flying.
I imagined we were going to shake them out. Well, the thing is, you've got to take them a fair way. If we could do it close, that would be all right, wouldn't it? But he is right, it's chilly. There's a little bit of movement. So, I'm now going to take this queen out and wonder what I did with my hive tool. There it is. So we've just got to keep our fingers crossed because this is the last chance saloon. Hope that they haven't become Republican bees. who do not want a queen. She's been in this little pot longer than we like. We normally like to try and get them in on the day we get them. But we are very confident that they were extremely freshly in there. They hadn't been sitting in there for days. So, I'll turn that up now. But I'm just going to stand you somewhere where you can watch bees, perhaps. Easier said than done. Stuart's shaking off the ones he doesn't think much of. I wonder if I can put this over here. I would still be able to see what's going on. Yes, how clever is that? Right, so I'm going to take the tab off the bottom now. There it is. That yellow stuff is fondant. I think it's fondant with added pollen. Could just be yellow fondant, I suppose, but I suspect it's got added pollen. So I'm holding it tightly, top and bottom, so that it doesn't fall into two bits. And we're not chasing a queen around the woodland. There, she's off. And is that the one you want me to put her on? No. So, taking the base comb off the bottom. You have to put drone brood on the bottom. So it's cold today, so it's tough. So unfortunately they're going to end up with a lot of drone brood. Oh, that was a green woodpecker. We're right in the valley of the Towie here. It's not far from us at all. And there's a lot of green woodpeckers.
There's a farmer that encourages wildlife.
Yes, absolutely. This farmer, he is fabulous for doing everything he can for wildlife. He doesn't cut all his hedges every year, leaves rough patches, does what he can.
Leaves nettles.
Does what, Dolly?
Leaves nettles.
Leaves nettles, things like that, yeah.
That one.
Right, can you put it down a little? Thank you. Good pin. Good pin.
Beekeeper's friend.
There we are. So, that's her. Oh, I hope it works. I feel it's quite a responsibility. Somebody's put a lot of work into producing these queens, apart from anything else. Northumberland Honey Company in this case, but there are many excellent queen breeders. Now Stuart will make certain he gives them, can you say that? Yeah.
There's pollen on it.
Yes, gives them the bee bread that they need to rear their children. I was reading a tweet by Murray McGregor, another fabulous bee breeder, this morning, saying how the longevity of the queens seems to be affected by the varieties of pollen that's available to them when they're being reared. And I mean, this is clear. It's a bit like if you only ate cabbage, say, you know, you might say, well, I'm getting my greens, but it wouldn't be balanced. And the pollen is where they get their protein, all their vitamins and minerals from as they're growing. Well, that's a nice lot of stores there, Stuart.
Yeah.
Right, so that's good, because we thought we were going to have to make a new cut for that queen. So it's a shame that there wasn't a laying queen in here. But that said, that last one's always difficult to put in when you've got old frames. It's got one there that's a bit wider than is ideal. You have to get it exactly right, these Hoffman frames. No. It's this one here, it needs to squidge up a bit more, doesn't it? That's it. There. So, I'm going to puff these gently because they're coming up around this crack. Sure, it's going to shake the rest of them in. Look, they're interested in the queen. We'll try and come back and have a look in a week or two.
Well, should bang the top of that.
Certainly. So it's still looking because the queen could still be somewhere. Oops, there's my hive tool in your way. Let's have a just. Some queens run round and round in the box. A lot of queens don't, but some do. On the floor here, nothing that looks like a queen. Turn it over and I'll just brush it as well. Turn it over so I can see the bottom. That's better. And now the Varroa floor. Oh, been gnawed. Oh, I don't know. I think it's just a rough old bit of wood. Don't think that is chewed. Don't know.
May as well don't send us rough old bits of wood.
Okay. Well, it's been chewed here, hasn't it?
Yeah, most.
Mice have been trying to get in and out. So that's a good reason for keeping that hole fairly small. Mice can cause big problems, but often they don't. There we are. This is a BS honeybees polynuke, which we got when we were using them to do splits, but now we just use them as nukes. That's better. The other way around, my cherubim.
Twisted.
There we are. That's how it is. And these yellow straps are useless. The yellow polyprop rots in the sun, and you'll give it another time. But I'm amazed to see we've even got one we're using. Right. So that's it. Fingers crossed. Oh, Stuart. Forgot to put the meds back in. There we are. Now they're down into that. I suppose they could just have one, really, couldn't they?
Yeah. Not with the queen.
No, not with the queen. Right. I'll let you know what happens should the weather allow us to get back in again in the next couple of weeks. No point in rushing back, other than to check that the queen's got out, but other than that there is no point in rushing back. Yes, it won't turn off as usual. Press this button here.